Hey Pat, here we are. It's August.
I know, it's exciting. Only a month and a half or so to go. Actually, 2 months to go, and we're at convention.
Yep, yep, yep. Is there anything? I know, a lot of exciting things are about to take place. Is there anything that you're allowed to talk about?
Well, the first segment of Zija 2.0 is going to happen on August the 6th. And I'm really, really excited about that. It's a simplification of the enrollment system. So it's going to be a big deal.
Wow. Well, anytime you can simplify enrollment, that's a big thing.
Yep.
So
it'll be good for customers.
How's it going to work?
I can't tell you all that.
Oh, okay. Well, I just kind of.
As that saying goes, I'd have to shoot you then, and all the people listening.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, but you say it's coming out on the 6th, so that's only 4 days from now.
I know. So this is really big, and people are going to just love it.
Okay. Well, if you're about to make enrollment easier, then why don't we spend some time today and show everybody some simple things that you all can be doing on Facebook. And, you can also do this on LinkedIn, but we're going to primarily focus on Facebook for this session. And to put yourself in a position where you're going to have more people to talk to and more people to enroll. So, and of course, the other thing you all want to be focusing on is Orlando, okay? Orlando. Now, for participating in this event, training, we're going to be talking about strategies that ensure immediate duplication. So the concept is this. You bring somebody into your business, and you've met them on Facebook, you've identified their need, and one of the easiest ways to identify a person's needs is to identify what is called their pain point. In other words, what are the things that are going on in their life that are causing them discomfort, causing them pain, that would motivate them to want to make a change. Now, there are a couple of things that you can do that will immediately result in conversation, okay? And that's what it's all about, conversation. If you have enough people to talk to, and you know that by asking a few casual questions, you can discover their pain point, you can discover the things that would cause them to want to start a business, then you're basically home. So for registering for this, whether you make it or not, because we're recording this and we're going to post it for everybody later, we're giving you my social headhunting blueprint for fast results. Download it with my blessings. It's going to show you where to find the highest quality, perfect prospects for your business, the 4 social networking laws you must follow to become a top earner and a master recruiter. And we've also got in there why LinkedIn beats Facebook for prospecting and recruiting. But we're going to focus primarily on Facebook, and we're going to give you some strategies that ensure immediate duplication. All right? So you're talking to somebody, you brought them into your business with this fabulous new system that you have to wait 4 days for. Well, line them up, okay? Just get them lined up, and then you'll be able to, bring these people into your business. Now, I love success stories, and it's no longer about having lots of connections, lots of friends. When you're first getting started, it's all about conversation. And when you identify a person's needs and you've got the solution for them, Mark reached out to 2 people, and both of them are looking at his business. And all he did was made a couple of changes to his profile, made him more visible to everybody on Facebook. And most people don't realize that every time Facebook makes a major change, what ends up happening is they reset everybody's settings so you're not as visible as you think. We need to go in and make sure that people can see what we're doing, people can see who we are. We have another success story here from Teresa, who got someone, first person she used the birthday strategy with, ended up enrolling in her Zija business. Now, we're all heading down the same road. We all have the same opportunity. So we're going to talk about actions that can produce immediate duplication. So the first thing we want to do when you bring somebody into your business is we want to, just do a little profile review and let them know that, you can turn some things on and you'll be more visible. And that gives credence to calling yourself a social media strategist, because you're going to help these people become more visible. And as soon as they're visible, maybe the schools that they're connected with are only visible to their friends. And as soon as you open that up, it opens them up. They'll hear from people that they haven't talked to in years. So we're going to talk about 6 strategies. Number 1, change your profile photo. Change your profile introduction. Add a new job or occupation. Change your cover. Post a joke. And again, say happy birthday. Now, we've been talking about this a lot. But the truth is that, man, these things work. And we're going to use as an example Olivia Nelson. Now, I've had the pleasure of working with Olivia and her husband, Kevin. And on the profile, you're going to see right over here the introduction. Now, Facebook has done something. This is a new feature where when you redo this, what happens is they give you the opportunity to post this on your timeline where people can see it. It's kind of buried over there on the left. You post it, and in this particular instance, Olivia had 6 people that liked the fact that she's now an internet entrepreneur, a home business coach. So she had 6 people that liked it, and these are 6 opportunities to talk to people. All right, now I'm going to jump over to her actual profile. Okay, and we're going to come down right here to where okay. So here is where she added it over here. Now, this is an area that some of you may have ignored, but this is a little 101 character opportunity to give people an overview of who you are, what you do. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, right here. And when you fill this in, you have the opportunity to post it. And so it comes over here. Now, everybody needs to make sure when you're looking at your friend, remember, you're looking at your friend's profile. And what you're looking for, these are the little indicators right here, the globe. You want to make sure that every part of your profile has the globe. If you just see the shadow of 2 heads, it's your friends. If you see 3 silhouettes, it's the friends of friends. And so we want to make sure that the most important parts of your profile has the globe. And from time to time, Facebook's going to come in and change it. Where you would adjust those things is right here under the little upside down triangle. These are your settings. So we want to quickly go over to your settings and go over here first to your public posts. Make sure that this is public. The default setting is friends. Now you're bringing somebody into your business who's your friend. Make sure they go in there and change it to public, and you're not going to believe the results and the response that they're going to hear from. Make sure they go through all of these. Public post comments. Make sure all of these say public. Not friends, not friends of friends. Work your way all the way down this. Make sure this is everything's public. Go over to notifications and do the same thing. Make sure that your birthdays are turned on. Make sure that all of your memories, all, not highlights, become visible to you. Again, another thing, make sure that you see your close friends activity. All right? All part of notifications. Go up here to timeline and tagging. Who can see what others post on your timeline? It should be everyone. Who can see posts? Everyone. Make sure these are maximum visibility. Don't be afraid to click a few buttons. Under privacy, who can see your future posts? The default and this is a biggie. The default setting is your friends. Your friends can see your future posts. No, you want everybody to see them. Everyone. Who can send you friend requests? Everyone. If you're looking at somebody's profile and there's no add a friend button, it's because their setting is set to friends of friends. You want to make it everyone. Who can see your friends list? Only me. Who can look you up? Everyone. Who can look you up using the phone number? Everyone. And do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? Absolutely yes. So make yourself as visible as possible. When you're bringing somebody into your business, you go back because you're their friend. You want to make sure that they are as visible as possible. Then go over to their actual page. Bring up the About section and just walk them through it. Places they worked and went to school. Make sure all of these have the globe. With the schools that they attend. Most of the settings are going to be friends or friends of friends. As soon as they open that up to everyone, it opens them up to everybody that ever went to that school. This dramatically increases their visibility. You also want to make sure that nobody can see your friends. So as soon as you make sure, this is the first thing, is get their settings right. Then have them change their picture. Picture's a biggie. So we come down here, we see we added that little info button, bunch of people. The picture. Since we added this picture on the 25th of July, we changed it. She's had 92 people that have reacted and responded to this. 92 people. Okay? Now, you just click on this, and you're going to see 74 people liked it, 18 people loved it, and she has every opportunity to reach out and talk to someone. Okay? Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. Just by changing the picture. 11 comments. So we come down here, and you have all kinds of opportunities to react and respond. Thank you very much, Justine. It's been years since we talked. We were in high school. What are you doing these days? It's all about, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's about conversation. Now, down here, we started a new job, and this is another one. So, on your Facebook profile, you just bring in somebody into the business. So they've done different things. And now they're going to create a name for their new company. That's right. Give it a name. It could be Worldwide Wealth Builders, International Wealth Builders, something that resonates with them. And notice that it just started, July. But when you add a new workplace or a new occupation, you get an opportunity to post it on your timeline. So again, this becomes another thing that the people you're connected to are going to see. Started a new job. And so she had a bunch of people responded. As a matter of fact, I understand she had one person that called her up and said, "What's going on here? What are you doing?" That is the purpose of this whole process, okay? It ultimately comes down to conversation. You want to talk to people. And it's not about you telling them about your business. It's about them. It's about them identifying their interests, identifying their needs. That is what it's all about. My formula is behind the success of many of the top earners in every networking company. 4 C's equal big bucks. Create that page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close them. Now, you already have Facebook pages, so it's all about connecting, communicating, and closing. Now, we're going to connect with the people you know, your warm market contacts. You're already connected to them. Your new recruits immediately are connected to people as well as friends, and they're also connected to people that they might want to know. So these are 3 categories of people that everybody can be talking to. It's easy to connect with complete strangers who appear to be your best prospects, make new friends instantly, and bring them into your business as customers or business builders in less than an hour a day. Now, what I'm going to do, just because someone's a friend of a friend doesn't mean they want to know you or hear from you. It's all about communicating. Talk to people at your convenience, identify perfect prospects, qualify them with questions, discover their problems, identify their needs. And remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So as you begin talking to everyone, you want to know the answers to the following 4 questions. What do they do? How long have they been doing it? What did they do before? And what prompted them to get into their profession? The answers to these questions will reveal if they're a potential business builder who will want to work with you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over here. All right, and I am going to, I want to give you a demonstration of exactly how this process works, okay? So I'm going to drop over here into my training center, and I want to give you the story behind what you're about to see. I was working with someone who was a personal trainer. And we went in. This was our first session, and we changed his picture. And within 10 minutes of changing his picture, he had 19 of his friends who reacted and responded to that change. And so what I did was I said, Jeremy, pick somebody. Pick someone. This is in the coach's corner of our Endless Relief 2017. Whoops. I said, pick someone. So you can see his Facebook profile picture was him sitting at a table in front of a birthday cake, wood panel wall behind him. We cut everything out. It was just his head. So we edited the picture. Within 10 minutes, 19 of his friends liked it or made a comment. I said, pick someone. So he picked someone that he hadn't worked with about 3 years. It's been 3 years since he talked to her. And I just want you to watch how this whole process evolved. And by the end, within 10 minutes, he had an appointment to talk to her about his business. Signed her up. Women that like your new picture.
Shauna Lee's a good one, boy. I'd like to prospect her.
Okay, well, let's take a look at Shauna Lee. Have you talked to her before?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I just friended her like last week.
Okay, so you've never really talked to her on here.
I haven't talked to her on here, no.
Okay, now notice, over here, he's got all these little notifications. She liked your picture. That your friends here are doing something. Nicole changed her profile picture. There's all kinds of opportunities to start a conversation with somebody. Over here on the right, these are people that he was connected to. He could have started a conversation with any one of them. You know what she does?
Last time I talked to her, she was a stay-at-home mom and worked for a calling center doing some telemarketing.
All right? That's how easy it is. Every time you make a change, every time you do anything. And she just saw it. And depending upon what she's doing, my guess is she'll start typing in a couple of seconds and she'll start telling you a story. This becomes so predictable. And duplicatable. What she's doing these days. What did she do before? How does she like what she's doing? Now, every day that she looks at your page, she's seeing your posts. What happens is people begin to see these things. And one of the things that you want to post down here is, I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortunes on the internet. She's going to look at your page, she's going to see this, and then she's going to start wondering, well, what do you do? What's this all about? So what we want to do... Now let me just interject here. Every day you drop the number. So if it's I'm ready to help 5 more people on Monday, Tuesday it's I'm ready to help 4 more, Wednesday it's I'm ready to help 3 more, then 2 more, then 1 more, give it a rest for a day or 2, and then start it up again. And people start to get curious about what it is you're doing. So, is we want to reach out and look for new people. Okay. So look, I'm great. Let's make this a little bit bigger.
Wow, Max, look at that.
I stay at home with my family. What about you? What are you up to? So you can tell her a little bit about what you do, but what do you want to know about her? Look at the answer that you got. You can say to her, well, how big is your family? How many kids do you have? She says, I work. What kind of work? That's what you want to know. You don't want to know where in Myrtle Beach do you live. Now there's something else I want you to notice, okay? She makes reference to work twice. Just working my butt off. I work and stay home with my family. the more people use a particular word, the more interested they are in talking about that. Now, these two were connected because they used to work together. Working my butt off. Work and stay home. Working my butt off. What kind of work? Right back, and we'll say, I'm great too. Growing internationally. So, I'm cutting back on my personal training. Clients. Now we want to ask her a question. What kind of work do you do? We want to keep the conversation focused on what she does. And so the bottom line is, what kind of work does she do? But this is the kind of conversation that you could be having with people from your past, people from your present, or people that you just met yesterday. Now look, she just looked at it. And now she's going to come back. And as she gives you the answers to these questions, you're going to know whether or not you want to continue talking to her as a prospect. It doesn't mean I am the guest services manager. Sounds like fun. Like fun. Now we want to ask her a question. How long have you been doing that? That's the question. Now, you ask somebody what they do, 85% of the time they're going to come back, they're going to ask you what you do. All right? So you need to be ready. You tell somebody you've got an internet business, almost 90% of the time they're going to want to know what kind of an internet business. So you don't have to feel the urgency to rush out and tell people what you're doing. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter if they never ask you what you're doing. It's all about you finding out about them. And in the course of doing this, if you discover they've got a problem that you can help them solve by joining you in your business, then you can let them know more of the details. Now we want to answer her question. What kind of internet business? I work with an expanding company in the health and wellness industry.
It's almost like all the things I've hesitated to respond with because I didn't want to be specific, you're able to answer and still maintain being general.
Exactly. Now, we could say, what experience have you had with network marketing? But that keeps the subject on you and what you're doing. We want to find out, how long has she been doing that? About 1.5 years. What kind of work have you done before? When you ask somebody what they do, they come back and ask you what you do. You want to know, okay, I have always done customer service type of work. And we could say, I remember you were always very good with people. I took care of old people in Oregon for a few years and was going to become a nurse, but decided to move back to the East Coast. Now, we could just sit here and she'd pour out her whole story to you. We lived in Portland, Oregon for 4 years. Loved it there. Now, we can just kind of sit back and wait, because she's going to still type. You got to love this, right?
Yeah, all because you said the right things up front.
Right, and that's what we want to train you to do. Have you ever been to Portland?
No.
Okay. So we could say here, I remember you're always very good with people. Now, while we're doing this, I want you to keep your eye on the bottom left here, because little pop-ups are telling us somebody liked your post, somebody that liked your picture. There's constant opportunities to talk to other people. Now, she's telling you she loves what she does. So we could stop. We could ask her, have you ever thought about doing anything else? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get her to indicate she's got a financial need.
Wow.
Now, isn't this nice that you could show, now she just told you what her need was. She just told you what her need was. And all you had to do was have the patience to wait for her to give it to you. So now we can write back and say, I'm adding a vacation in Portland to my list. And we'll put a little smiling face on it. Okay, now let's ask you a question. This is where you're going to use one of your transition lines. Something different. And you can say, a lot of people like me have turned to the internet. We're going to ask her, what experience have you had with network marketing? Okay, here we go. Now she says here, you trying to recruit me? LOL, I love it. Okay? And recruit you? No. But a lot of people like me have turned to the internet to make extra and full-time income. What experience have you had with network marketing? She brought it up. Now, in the meantime, you got all these people over here that are responding to your post. So you get to pick and choose who you want to talk to. If this conversation wasn't going the way you wanted, you could leave it, go up to the top of your page, look at your notifications up here, and find other people to talk to. Just as a result of changing your picture. Okay? Not much. I mean, I just started selling Avon for just a little extra cash. Would that be considered network marketing? Be still my heart. Would it be considered network marketing? Yes, it would. But there are easier ways than the Avon model. No home parties. With your background, you would do very well in type of business, but Avon is harder to do than what I do. Would you be open, this is permission marketing, to looking at what I'm doing? And you'd sure be fun to work with. Okay, we'll do a little LOL. Okay, pop that over, see what she says. This is textbook of how this whole process works.
I've just been so stagnant, Max. You know, I mean, and what you're showing me right here, this is not anything specific with 1,500 different specifics to learn. This is the same simple model and process. It's just an art and a skill set that I have to learn, and then once I learn it, it's a matter of putting my own creativity in it, as long as I'm following the process, right?
Exactly, which is learning about the other person. Now, I'll bet you any amount of money that she'd be open to taking a look at it. Now, she's been recruited before. She came right at you and said, hey, are you trying to recruit me? And I'm not trying to recruit you, but she just came back and said, hey, I'm trying to make some more money. You know, as her friend, that she's going to have to work really hard for her money, and what you're doing is easier and it pays better. Why wouldn't you want to tell her? Well, let's but I'm off on Sunday. You want me to call you on, you wanted to call you on Saturday?
Sure.
Does she have your number? Saturday would be good. I look forward to talking to you.
She has them recruited. Look at that next comment.
Let's wait until we talk. What's your number? 9952. What's the best time?
After lunch. 2.
Now, do you have her number? What's your number? So I'll recognize it on my caller ID. So this is somebody that you knew in the past, hadn't spoken to in 2 years.
Right.
When you perfect this, what do you think this is going to do for your business?
Be like going to the park and throwing the football.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Wonderful. Max, I've enjoyed it. It's all that I hoped it would be, and it's as simple as I hoped it would be, and it's all coming together for me now. I feel it, so thank you so much.
Now, you're all going to get this, okay? All of you are going to get this. It's not hard. It's really a matter of focusing your conversations on the other persons. You want to ask simple questions to learn more about someone. Is there a problem that can be solved by working with you? Do they have a need for your products? Do they use similar products? Are they interested in making more money? Now, if you only talk about your business with the people that need and want what you're selling, you will never experience rejection. You're never going to bring it up. And finally, close them. And talk to 5 to 20 people every day. You can do that in under 2 hours. Use your company tools to present the business. And now with this new enrollment process, it's going to be even easier. Make a sale every day, and you take your business to the next level to get your new recruit to duplicate the process, and they can do it within 24 hours. And what you want to do is you want to help them make their first sale. So, we have convention in Orlando in October. Now, you can search for people in Orlando, and God knows there's enough of them on Facebook. But you've got Tampa, you've got St. Pete, you've got Daytona Beach, you've got Jacksonville, you've got West Palm, you've got Fort Lauderdale, you've got Miami. Orlando is centrally located in the state. So if you're looking for people by profession or by interest, any place in the state of Florida is open. And I haven't heard, I know we have a lot of new folks here. I love sharing their story because you're all heading down the same road. Gennady reached Diamond in 73 days. And you're all heading, and it's all about the number of people you talk to and their activity. Now, Gennady actually came to the United States back in 2015, and he was looking for a social media solution to building their business. You are all learning the simplest, the easiest process. You don't need a blog, you don't need anything. They came to Miami Beach after checking out a bunch of social media trainers, and they spent 4 days with me. Then they go back home, and they did a Polish and a Russian boot camp. We put it together for them, and they went wild. In 2 weeks, they enrolled 57 people. It's all about engagement. Whatever you do, it's all about conversation. The most important thing, if you come away from this with anything, it's all about talking to people. 2 of his leaders brought 20 people in their first week. It's all about engagement. Well, things didn't work out with that company, so last year they joined another company. And with brand new people, they broke records in that company. And at the beginning of the year, they came to me and said, Max, we're not really happy where we are. We're looking for another business. And since they were into health and wellness, and since I knew Pat and David Moses and Reed Nelson and a lot of the leaders, in the company, had a pleasure of meeting Ryan Palmer. I introduced them to Pat. Love the products. The company has been great to them. And the best part about it is the process duplicates. That's the most important thing. I'm just going to have them share their words with you, because if this encourages you to jump into Facebook and engage people, mission accomplished.
Hello guys, my name is Gennady Veduta. This is my wife, Agnes Veduta.
Hello.
We are very happy to share with you something incredible what happened to our life after we have met with Max Steingart 3 years ago. Somebody close to us explained us that this guy is a brilliant. He's a father of social media marketing. So we wanted to see him, to touch him, and to learn from him. And I will tell you something what happened during these 3 years. The first company we started to cooperate with after going through this boot camp, which Max prepared for us, we broke a record. In 1 year, my wife, she was a distributor of this company, she started to make business with social media marketing 100% online through Facebook.
Yes.
She built a team with a couple of thousand people, and she was number one in Europe. And her income increased from 0 points, so because we started with a brand new people. We didn't bring distributors, we didn't bring teams, we just started with people from Facebook. And it was really amazing that it was 100% duplicable for all of our team. So the last check she made after 12 months, it was $60,000. From 0 point to 60,000 in 12 months, 100% on social media. And this was happened because of Max Steingart in his bootcamp. Thank you, Max, from bottom of our heart. What you did for us is incredible. There are a lot of trainers, a lot of people who pretend to be the best of the best in the world to teach in this area. But you know what? I found that they are training the theory. So their students making nothing with this theory. So we were looking for somebody who can provide us step by step to have a really good result. So we started with this information and training and knowledge we get from Max, from his coaching, for his training, for his boot camps. And guess what happened? At that time we was in a different company. We ran to the top of this company just in 12 months. We were the first check in Europe.
After 6 months.
After 6 months, yes. And something happened that we needed to change the company. We started a brand new company 3 months ago, and within 3 months we made we made it earlier. We made a diamond in 74 days.
Yes.
From 0 point. And guys, somebody could think, of course they brought their old team. No. We built this new team with a brand new people, all of them from Facebook. We have a 66 person for now in our front line. Yes, and we made about $300,000 in the first 5 weeks in volume, and it happened only because it works. So Max, thank you from all of our heart, for everything you are doing, not only for us, but for thousands of people like us. So it's life-changing game. Thank you very much.
What I want to say, it's in this 12 weeks in social media only. We build organization and we have connection with people, new people in this industry. We teach them every single step by step in social media, and it really works. We have for now in 12 weeks more than 1,000 people. It's only start, and we have great vision of the future.
Now, I'm not showing you this because I'm trying to impress you. I'm showing you this because I want to impress upon you what you can be doing. It's already starting to duplicate inside Gennady's team, and it will do the same thing for all of you. Now, they're doing a lot of Facebook Lives. And again, it doesn't matter how many people are watching It's about how many people they're engaging, how many people they're talking to. So 300 people were interested in knowing more about the business just by going on and broadcasting something. So how did they set records in Zija on Facebook? They engaged. They talked to the people who responded to their activity. So it's not about posting. It's not about liking or sharing things. It's about paying attention to the people who are reacting to what you're doing and engaging them in a conversation. And if nobody is reacting to what you're doing, then guess what? If you can see what someone else has done, you could react and respond to what they did. It takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but only 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. 99% of your activity today can now be conducted on a mobile phone. On a mobile phone. So, with your mobile phone in hand, you can wish people happy birthdays. You can search for new people to talk to. You could message people. There is no shortage of opportunities for you to talk to people. And today, you can send a video and a text message to your prospect, and they will respond immediately. The top earners in your business will tell you, if you want to be successful, you must talk to 5 people about your business every day, as if your financial future depended on it, because it does. You can do that in less than an hour by texting with other people. You want to be wildly successful? You must talk to 10 people about your business every day. You can do that by texting people in less than an hour a day. And if you want to go to the top of your business in the next 90 days, it's 20 people. That's going to take you 2 hours. But it's not a solid 2 hours. It could be 20 hours in the morning, 20 hours in the afternoon. For faster business growth, talk to the people you know based on what they do that have large circles of influence. Bring them into your business and then help them bring in all their friends. And it duplicates very, very quickly. For even faster business growth, talk to people you don't know with large circles of influence. Help them, bring them into your business, and help them bring in their friends. Best part about what I'm sharing with you is it's not technical or complicated. All you need is a simple free profile page to be connecting with perfect prospects in seconds and begin a conversation. Bob Tyler, in our first private session, we opened up his profile, opened up his settings so people could see him, see what he was doing. We added entrepreneur to his profile. He had 3 old friends call his brother to get his phone number. They wanted to know what he was doing. He sold all 3 of them products. I says, Bob, post that on your timeline. So he does. And within 24 hours, he had 25 people liked it. That's 25 opportunities to have a conversation. He had 37 people commented on it. Again, 37 opportunities to have a conversation. And he ended up with 8 new customers. It's not what works in network marketing. It's what duplicates. Bring somebody into your business on Monday, and by Wednesday, they're bringing in their friends. They're talking to their friends. By Friday, those people are talking to their friends and bringing their friends into the business. And when your new recruits experience immediate success, they get excited and they stay in your business. They love to be doing something right away. In the industry, they refer to it as ignorance on fire. Get them talking to their existing connections. When your new recruits start making money, even before they receive their products, they're going to get really excited and they're going to stay in your business. And this is happening all over Facebook. Ignorance on fire. Now, Facebook and LinkedIn are target-rich social networks where you can connect with the people who need and want what you're selling. Even you can become a top earner if you talk to enough people. People who are predisposed to buy from you. People who have a problem you have the solution for. So who do you want to work with? Who are they? What do they do? What do they like? Where can you find them? Who do they know? Who do they follow? What do they read? All of that information is on their Facebook profile. So what do they look like? Well, they're active. They're ambitious beyond their current circumstances. They're passionate about your products. They're entrepreneurial by nature. They've been successful at something. You can pick out in advance of people that you want to talk to. They're positive. They've got similar interests and similar values to you. Don't sacrifice or don't drop your values. It's easy to identify the eager and e-marketing socializers, the people that are up for talking to you. So when you're talking to business building prospects, find something they need, create urgency. Everyone wants to make more money. Everyone wants to get rich if they thought it was possible. Everyone wants to live the laptop mobile lifestyle if they could. Find the people who want it. Find the people who need it. So why do most people fail? Well, 48% of salespeople never follow up with your prospects. Do not expect to make a connection and close a sale in the first 10 minutes. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and they stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop, and only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. They don't follow up. It's easy to follow up. Every time you post something, every time they see something that you've done, it's a follow-up. Sales statistics tell the story. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% on the second, 5% on the third, 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact, but 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. The fortune is in following up. So why do so many people fail in your business? They think it's about selling, and it's not. They focus on pitching and closing. They focus on features and benefits. They never take the time to connect and build rapport or a relationship. They never ask qualifying questions to find a need or identify a problem. They talk too much and listen too little, or they're not duplicatable. Somebody could absolutely need the opportunity you're talking about, but they look at you and they go, oh, I could never do what they do. They always keep the end result in mind when you're prospecting and talking to people. The desired end result is to make sales. But you make sales by talking to people who need what you have. You're not trying to make the sale. You're trying to determine if there's an opportunity to make a sale. Now, while these things can be important, it's not about how many likes you're getting, how many fans you have, how many people are following you, or how big your list is. It's about how many people are you talking to? How many sales are you making? How much money are you making? You guys have probably one of the best compensation plans in the business. And take it from me, I know. I'm working with hundreds of companies. Now, for those of you that are a little nervous about this whole process, you're intimidated by social media, by Facebook, I want to introduce you to the power of yet. Do not let your mind tell you you can't do this. If you're thinking, I can't do this, yet. This doesn't work, yet. I don't know, yet. It doesn't make sense, yet. It will all make sense. Everybody figures this out. I don't get it, yet. I'm not good at this, yet. You know, when you were born and you started to learn how to walk, you didn't quit until you learned how to walk. Well, this is easier. I want to invite all of you to join me in my next boot camp. It starts on August the 9th, next Tuesday. If you go to my website, maxsteingart.com, I'll put a link in the chat window. Just about everybody in boot camp is going to be paying $397. Use the promo code 300 off. You can participate for $97. Now, boot camp consists of 5 sessions. They're all at night. They're 2 hours long. We're going to talk about creating a profile, branding yourself, how to connect with people, how to communicate with everyone, how to close more sales. So these are 10 hours where we're going to be working together. In addition to this, I am going to be available to work with you every week for an additional 12 hours. Jump on these sessions. I invite you. Tomorrow we've got one at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got one at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll watch me logging into people's accounts. You'll watch me chatting with their prospects. Folks, life has 2 rules. Rule number 1 is never quit. You're in a great company that is evolving, that is taking advantage of social media like most companies aren't. They're giving you phenomenal tools. And I can't wait to find out about this new enrollment process, because when I see things like, when I take a look at this, I'll probably come up with some ways to take advantage of some of these things, and we'll be sharing it with you next month. Rule number 1, never quit. And rule number 2, always remember rule number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the chat window here the link. If anybody has any questions, pop them in the window right now. So it's www.steingart.com/bootcamp. And the promotion code is 300 off. And you can participate in boot camp for $97. That is $9 an hour. Anybody have any questions? I'm just looking down this list. Kate, we'll work on that prospect of yours tomorrow. Now I know some of you have already gotten customers, and we want to work on business builders. It is just as easy for you to find a business builder as it is to find someone who is looking for an opportunity. I'm just going to come do one more thing before I shut this down, all right? I'm going to go over here on Facebook, and we're going to go up here in the search window. Show me all the people who live in Orlando. Hit the enter key. Now, as you scroll down this list, you want to look at their profile, and you want to look and see who these people are and what they do. People live in Orlando. People live in Tampa. You can see a little bit about them, but you want to open up the profile. We didn't talk about tonight, but if you're going to use LinkedIn, you can look for people by professions and location. So we go up to the search window. How about people that are interested in nutrition? Hit the enter key. You have 1.8 million people on LinkedIn who are into nutrition. You come over here to location, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando. Click apply. 7,400 people in nutrition. Let's add something to this. Looking for opportunity. Nutrition. There's 84 people in Orlando that are looking for an opportunity in nutrition. How about fitness? 206 people. Well, how about just anybody in Orlando that's looking for an opportunity? You got 2,800. But don't sell yourself short. You got the whole state of Florida. Looking for opportunity. Florida. 2,800 people. You're all heading down the same road. You all have the same wonderful, easy access to people. So remember, they're waiting to talk to you right now. Never quit, and always remember rule number 1.